What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Almighty Max, and today, bro, we're back with another video, man. It's called the dumbest lottery winners of all time. If you're new, drop a like, subscribe. Road to 10K. Let's get straight into the video, man. Get right into this bitch.
A £3 million lottery ticket in the bin to spending an entire $16 million prize in under 90 days. These are the absolute dumbest lottery winners of all time, beginning with Jose Antonio Cuartoc, who almost lost his entire lottery fortune after getting someone else to claim the money for him. You see, when Jose won the $750,000 jackpot back in 2010, he was living in the US illegally, so Jose asked his boss to claim the prize on his behalf, as he feared he couldn't claim the money without potentially facing legal trouble and deportation.
That's a good question, though. Are you able to claim it if you're an immigrant? Like, can you claim the money if you're not a citizen of the US?
Worked out perfectly until Jose's boss began to falsely state that he was the one who had actually purchased the ticket. Taking legal action against his boss was risky, given Jose wasn't supposed to be in the country at all. However, given he had security camera footage of him purchasing the ticket, Jose did so and was able to prove that he was the rightful owner to the $750,000 prize. Only $250,000 this went to taxes, another $250,000 was spent on court fees, and throughout the legal process, Jose was jailed for drunk driving and was deported back to Guatemala as soon as he won the court case. However,
he's not lucky, he's an idiot, because he still got $250K. Hey, winning $250K for the free ski off a $5 ticket is not an L. For me, that's a dub. This nigga just turned the W into an L, my nigga. Like, why are you drinking and driving?
at least Jose Antonio Cuartoc got to keep some of his winnings.
$250K though in his country is probably a lot.
So fortunate.
So
when Denise
he
won
left
a jackpot
good.
of $1.3 million back in 1996, she'd been married to Thomas Rossi for over 25 years. Yet their relationship was apparently lacking in transparency, as Denise didn't tell her husband about the win and instead filed for divorce only 11 days after buying the lucky ticket. I was afraid to tell Thomas because I knew he would try to take the money away from me. I went to the Lottery Commission office and told them I was married but contemplating divorce.
Bro, that's why I would never want to marry nobody, bro. First of all, I don't want to be worried about if I want to leave them, if they could take half my shit. For me, that's one. So that's why I'm never get legally married, because, you know, niggas trying to get rich, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I will be rich, but hopefully I do. I'm not trying to go through all that shit. And second of all is, bro, it's like some greedy niggas out there, bro. If you marry, nigga, tell your husband, like, why you hiding shit? My nigga, like, all of a sudden you contemplating the divorce once you won the prize, like everything was good, fine and dandy until you got this 1.3. That's what he said, right? 1.3?
They told me to file before I got my first check, which I did. Denise was initially successful in hiding the money from her now ex-husband, as for a whole 2 years after their divorce, Thomas had no idea that Denise had ever won the lottery. However, in May 1999, a letter was sent to Thomas's home address, asking if Denise was interested in a lump sum buyout of her lottery winnings.
Shit.
This was the first Thomas knew about the lottery prize. He confirmed that Denise was a winner with the California lottery, and given they were still married at the time of the win, Thomas launched a lawsuit stating that he was entitled to half of the prize money. The judge specifically found that Denise's failure to disclose the lottery winnings constituted fraud, oppression, and malice, and as a result, the trial court awarded Thomas 100% of the lottery winnings, which left Denise with less.
City Boys is up, bruh. Let's fucking go, nigga. I don't cap. I'm doing the same shit, bro. Cause now fuck out of here, nigga. He probably provided for most of the relationship with her. Now all of a sudden, once you get into some bread, you gonna leave me and splurge on a new nigga? Bugged out, nigga. All that shit mine. Car repoed. House, mine, I'm saying cash, mine type shit, nigga. I'm taking all of it. You know what I'm saying? You bought some new panties with that, bruh? I need those too. That's my panties. What you talking about?
Less than nothing, considering she also had to pay for her own legal fees. However, Denise's loss of $1.3 million was still nothing in comparison to Evelyn Adams. Dubbed the luckiest woman in America, Evelyn Adams became the first person in human history to win the lottery twice, initially for $3.9 million in October 1985, before winning another $1.4 million only 4 months later. With the probability of this win being approximately 1 in 17.3 trillion, Evelyn seemed to realize that she had no lottery luck left by stating that she was going to quit playing and instead began to buy various businesses, including the convenience store where the lucky tickets had been purchased. While you could argue that this was a smart move, Evelyn still hadn't fixed her gambling problem, and instead of buying more lottery tickets, she instead took the rest of her winnings to the Atlantic City casinos, where she lost her entire remaining fortune to the slot machines. Without any—
Bro, you lost all your shit to my nigga. You dumped well, let's say she invested like $1 million. You dumped $4 million into slots, my nigga. What type of bot NPC are you, my nigga? Where you just like get enjoyment, I just like pulling a lever, bro? That's gambling addiction 101, bro. Like, god damn, my nigga. Well, we should have peeped she had a gambling addiction, because once you win the lottery, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. if I won the lottery one time, I'm probably never gonna play it again because I'm probably not gonna. I was like, yeah, I already maxed out I already claimed my good luck for the year. So the fact she played it again, she was playing it multiple times. After that, was me. That was a sign of a game addiction right there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, God damn, man, that's one of the sins right there. 7 sins, greed, bro.
Any money
Don't
left,
get too greedy, man.
Failed one after the other. And by 2012, Evelyn was living in a trailer park while
Tough.
saying to the media, winning the lottery isn't always what it's cracked up to be.
You're not
Kelly Rogers
smart with your
likely
money.
had a similar outlook, as after winning over £1.8 million at the age of only 16, her life was also ruined. Initially, Kelly stated, I will not go wild and spend loads. I'm going to take some advice and see an accountant. Hopefully, I will make us all comfortable. I want to help my family, but I won't change. I just want a normal home, nothing posh. I just want a normal car as well. However, as soon as she received the money, Kelly instead spent £11,500 on 2 boob jobs, £300,000 on clothes, makeup and tattoos, as well as £85,000 on top of the range sports cars.
Bro, first of all, I don't know, because apparently it's in pounds, so she bought it like in Britain or something like that. So the fact that she paid $11K and she not even finished developing on boob jobs is crazy, my nigga. Like, you didn't even finish puberty yet. And then 300K on clothes is insane. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, nigga, she just went. I don't know. Unless she's just buying straight designer shit, I still don't know. 300K sounds like a fucking lot. And then 85K on cars. Can she even drive? She's 16.
Kelly spent a further £250,000 on holidays to locations including Mexico and Euro Disney, £118,000 on gifts to former boyfriends, $190,000
former boyfriends. Nah, she was up. I gotta respect it because I ain't gonna cap. If I'm up like that, nigga, it don't gotta be at 6. I could be up right now at 22 years of age, nigga. I'm getting multiple girlfriends, nigga. I ain't lie to you, and I'm splurging, nigga. Chanel bags for you all, my nigga. I'm Drake.
£1,000 in unreturned loans to friends and family members, and £50,500 on solicitors' fees, all of which being purchased while she was still in high school. Kelly did
I ain't gonna lie though.
Purchases such as an £180,000 bungalow and a £96,000 home for her mum.
Okay,
however, by the end of the year, Kelly was back to square one, being on welfare with only £2,000 left in her account. She's since stated it was too much money for someone so young.
Facts.
Even if you say your life won't change, it does, and often not for the better.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that she bought a bungalow, I'm pretty sure is a crib. So she got herself a crib. She got her mom's a crib. Be honest with you, bro. She's still good. I ain't gonna lie to you. She's good. Because think about it, right? She was 16 when she wanted the bread. You feel me? None of us have management. Nigga, I don't have good management money skills now when I'm 22. You know what I'm saying? So imagine me at 16. Nigga, I'm doing the dumbest shit in the world. So the fact she bought cribs was actually a smart play because, bro, that sets her up for the future, my nigga. The whole goal in life is to get a house. Well, like, that's like the most normal goal. Also, we have goals above that, but like that's like the goals 101 type. So the first goal is you buy a crib, you buy a house type. I mean, you buy a car. She got a car and she got a house, so she already got the 2 main shit out the way. All she literally got to do, and it's probably paid for. All she got to do is just live life, my nigga. She don't got to worry about mortgage. She don't got to worry about none of that shit. She could just like, you know what I mean? She don't got to kill herself working a regular, like working a job and working overtime, shit like that. Like, the main shit is taken care of. So she did a good. She did good.
I was a bit older at the time.
Obviously, still want to be a millionaire, but
you're still just a child, and overnight, you've just got to grow up and become an adult.
Which is probably why she's now an advocate for raising the UK's legal gambling age from 16 to 18. Kelly Rogers certainly
fuck that. Leave that 16.
Poorly. However, at least she had the chance to spend it, as 25-year-old Amanda Clayton from Detroit was no longer alive by the end of her spending spree. When Amanda won the $1 million jackpot back in 2011, it seemed as though her life had been changed overnight. However, her win quickly became controversial after the media learned that she was still collecting food stamps and benefit payments despite having won the lottery.
Detroit woman is now the second lotto winner in the state to keep taking food stamps after hitting it big. And Amanda Clayton, who won $1 million and took home a $700,000 lump sum, the 24-year-old says even though she now owns 2 homes, she figured she was still allowed to use a bridge card.
After being confronted about the behavior, Amanda had the following to say.
I thought that they would cut me off, but since they didn't, I thought maybe it was okay because I'm not working.
And shortly thereafter, she was charged with 2 felony counts of welfare fraud and was ordered to pay back the $5,500 worth of food stamps she'd received.
Bro, keep it G though. If y'all niggas still giving her the money on her card, bro, is she wrong for actually using it? I know it's fucked up. You see, like, you know what I mean? But what she supposed to do? Call them like, yo, stop putting money on my shit? Nah, nigga, that's y'all fault. Stop putting money on her card. You should know how much money she made. Y'all niggas is the government. Y'all see how much money niggas got in their taxes and shit. You know what I'm saying? How much niggas filed. You know what I'm saying? So y'all should have, and $5K is not even that much.
While Amanda quickly paid the $5,500
Yeah, she got that.
back, she never
that's
got
easy
the
for her.
chance to spend the rest of the money, as only 6 months later she would unfortunately overdose in one of her 2 homes.
He says she was tormented by the fame and the problems that came with winning the lottery.
What's the point of having money if you're not going to have happiness?
He says she didn't want the money anymore and bought things for her family and set up college funds for her children. He says she only had $67,000 of her winnings left.
The end to Amanda Clayton's story was somewhat unexpected. However, a 2-second glance at Ryan McGee is more than enough to predict that this lottery win would eventually end in disaster. After winning £6.4 million back in 2008 at the age of 27, Ryan was placed on the Sunday Times Top 100 Rich list for young people. He purchased a luxury mansion in his home country of Ireland, which featured 5 bedrooms.
No way you could hit the Forbes list with $7 million, my nigga. Like, $7 million is a lot, but damn.
Bedrooms, an indoor swimming pool, a full champagne bar, and a 2-car garage where he kept his brand new Ferrari 458 Italia.
I like him.
However, as you might expect, this is where things began to go terribly.
Too much,
Only 3 years after buying the Ferrari, Ryan slipped off the road, crashing the car into a field, mainly because he was driving in the snow. Locals were amazed Ryan was driving the Ferrari in that weather, especially when he had a more suitable Range Rover he could use. The Ferrari was not understood to be running on winter tires, which, while costing around £4,400, hugely boost grip and handling in icy conditions. Ryan's property development business then dissolved, which was accompanied by a divorce from his wife and the sale of his luxury home. Then, 2 years later, Ryan McGee was pulled over driving an uninsured Ford Focus without a license. However, the most interesting part is that he had to claim legal aid, which is a service for those who are unable to afford a lawyer. Now, Ryan McGee...
He went from a Ferrari to a Ford. Oh, man. Hopefully he bounces back, but I ain't lie to you, my nigga. I might have self-deleted right there. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Was a complete idiot with his money. However, he still looks like Albert Einstein when compared to Martin Tott. When Martin and his wife Kay won £3 million back in 2001, they didn't go in to claim the prize because, well, they had no idea that they were winners. They purchased a ticket in passing, completely forgotten about it, and would only come to realize that they were the winners after hearing about the unclaimed prize over 6 months later. The main problem was that at some point, the ticket had been misplaced or thrown out completely. Despite frantically searching, the pair couldn't find their ticket, but were sure they had won because the jackpot numbers matched the ones they used every week. Computer records in their local Londis proved Kay really had purchased the ticket, and the thrilled pair rushed to tell lottery organizer Camelot to claim their prize. But they fell victim to a little-known rule, stating lost tickets must be reported within 30 days. After 45 days of deliberation, Camelot told the devastated couple that they would not be collecting the jackpot, and as a result, the couple's marriage eventually came to an end. We'd only known each other for 2 years, and the lottery ordeal quickly highlighted our differences. All we did was bicker. Sadly, both of us agreed we should split and Kay moved out.
I'm bringing up my bitch too, my nigga. Because I know for a fact she the one who threw it out. I don't care. You know what I'm saying, my nigga? We just lost out on $3 million. What?
Seems to have convinced himself that losing the ticket ended up being a good thing, having stated, "For a long time I lost sight of who I was and what I believed in.
He's saying
I can honestly say I'm glad I didn't get the $3 million now. There is no guarantee it would have brought me happiness, and if there's anyone..."
Nigga, so next time if you win some type of $3 million, nigga, get that shit to me, 'cause that's bringing me happiness, nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you, my nigga. You bugged out, nigga.
Else who would have agreed
just saying
with
that to make himself feel good about
definitely
himself.
would have been the most miserable lottery winner of all time, William Post. When William won a $16.2 million jackpot back in 1988, he had just $2.46 in his bank account and was able to purchase the lucky ticket by selling a ring for $40 to a local pawn shop. This, in conjunction with the time he'd spent in jail for cashing invalid checks, highlighted William Post's awful money management skills and acted as foreshadowing for how poorly his lottery win was eventually going to be spent. Only 84 days after receiving the $16.2 million, William Post had spent the entire fortune on a boat, a lease for a restaurant in Florida, a used car lot, as well as a private jet. However, even after all of the money had been spent, Post took on a further $500,000 loan to purchase a mansion in Oil City, Pennsylvania. The problem was that William hadn't actually purchased the original ticket himself and had rather given the money to his girlfriend who had bought the winning ticket for him. Because of this, she was able to successfully sue him for $1,000 1/3 of the winnings, meaning that Post now owed $5.4 million to his ex-girlfriend from the $16.2 million that he no longer had. Since Post was unable to make this payment, the judge ordered that his bank account be frozen until he was able to come up with the money. However, before he was able to sell enough stuff to pay the $5.4 million, William was arrested and ordered to serve a 6 to 24-month prison term for an assault charge from 6 years prior. Toward the end of
Bro, what? Yo, how you waste 16 mil and then go in debt by $1 million within a year, bro? Nah, bro. What the fuck?
his life, Post was on his 7th marriage with over $1 million in debt and was getting by on food stamps at a job paying $450 per month. However, William Post still doesn't have the craziest lottery win story of all time.
That's pretty crazy.
That title goes to Andrew Jackson Whitaker, whose life would change forever after winning $315.
Yo, what y'all niggas doing with that much bread, nigga? That's the type of shit I want on, bro. Y'all can keep, bro. I mean, I'll take it if I play the lottery and I win $2 million, $3 million, $500K, whatever, nigga. Whatever I win, I'll be happily, and I'm thanking God. But that's what I want. I want a big boy like this, $300 million, nigga. That shit was like $1 billion the other day, nigga. What is y'all doing with that much bread, nigga? I ain't cap. I don't think I could ever go broke with $300 million, bro. I swear to God. If I go broke, nigga, somebody gotta take my life, nigga. Cause the fuck am I doing, bro? $300
million back in 2002. Unlike almost everyone else
day,
in this
bro.
video, Whitaker was
in 2002, nigga. That's basically a bill, bro.
Actually quite successful prior to winning the lottery, having built up a net worth of over $17 million with the assistance of his construction company. And while this would imply that he was in a position to manage a large lottery win, this isn't what would happen. Whitaker instantly donated 10% of the winnings to churches, Christian groups, and spent a further $14 million establishing the Jack Whitaker Foundation, which provided free food and clothing for low-income families in West Virginia.
Off rip, that's a W already.
With all this money.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
I'm helping a lot of people.
Charity.
I plan
I like
to help
that.
a lot more.
He then drove back to the convenience store where he had purchased the ticket before giving the clerk a $44,000 check, a $123,000 house, and a brand new Jeep Cherokee, which was followed
Holy, now he blessed niggas. I ain't cap. He get a nigga a Lambo?
by Whitaker buying himself a Lamborghini, in which he'd drive around his neighborhood throwing money out of the window.
Oh, this nigga's
After
living life.
flaunting this wealth, his Lamborghini was broken into, where thieves stole $545,000 in cash. However, this apparently wasn't much of a wake-up call, as his car was then broken into for the second time, resulting in the loss of a further $200,000 cash.
Bro, I just walking around with hundreds of thousands in a whip, my nigga. I barely keep $1 in my shit. I think I have literally $1 in my car right now. Why you got $500K and shit? That's crazy. Nigga, you're asking to get robbed, nigga.
Jack Whitaker's granddaughter passed away, his daughter then passed away, which was followed by a divorce with his wife.
And now you've lost your granddaughter, you're about to be divorced from your wife. Where does this ever end?
Leading him to state that he had lost
Nigga, you
everything.
gotta rub it in his face.
I pretty much lost everything I held dear in my life.
You got lots of money.
Money has never meant anything to me.
Yeah,
you have to have money to exist in this world, but money doesn't rule the world. Money is not what makes people happy.
And that he wished he had never purchased the lottery ticket in the first place.
My wife had said she wished that she'd torn the ticket up. Well, I wish that we had torn the ticket up too.
Now, money can't buy happiness, but I wouldn't say that the reason all that shit happened to him was because of the lottery, though. Like, unless he was like, just became a whole different person after winning $300 million, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he became an asshole and shit, I guess maybe. But, nah, I wouldn't blame that on the ticket, though. But he's right, though. Money can't buy you happiness. I mean, I don't got no money to prove, and I never experienced having money, but I could just see a lot of rich niggas that be unhappy type shit for real, you know what I'm saying? Rich niggas always complain. Unless they telling me that shit so I don't get money, I'm gonna let y'all know when I get rich. If y'all just video, man, drop a like, subscribe, road to 10K. What would you do if you won, like, a big amount of money? Would you think you would go broke? And if not, like, how would you sustain the income type shit? It's your boy Mighty Max, and I'm out.